Let's make a deck of cards. Objection! All right, chat, help me make some cards. We need what would make some good evidence? What do we need to prove our client is, you know, what's going to get our client off? We need some cards. We need some power in our hands. A sex tape. What that sock doing? Okay, we got a sex tape. Yes, we do need we need a mobile phone. This is where phone go. Yes, you're right. We need a mobile phone. What's going to get them off is unfortunate wording. unless, let's see here. A PI report. Oh, like we've been tailing your client. I like that. The bad little kitten. I like that. We do need a bad little kitten. No milk. Smile. Do need a bad little kitten. Key card. Oh yeah, key cards would be good. Like actual, like, yes. Key cards. This shows access. Dot, dot, dot. Used underwear. We do need some used underwear. Keep them coming, chat. Keep them coming, because the deck, I think it's a minimum of 20, but we can add as many as we want. Also, chat, was there any from the base deck that we should bring into the custom deck? Because I don't think we're going to get both. I think that if we put in our custom deck, we lose the base deck. So, like, I'm just going to put you. Was there anything in the base deck that was, like, really good as a card? Like, the video footage. The video footage is important. Gotcha, bitch. Yeah, the security camo is really important. Orange Bumberfly. Again, you guys can choose like the most ridiculous shit. Like, let's just, yeah. Preston was here. Half-chewed mouse. Are we talking about computer mouse? That cord be nasty. Keep them coming, chat. You guys are the chat. Hotel receipt would be good. Not your mother's hotel. ... A sex hotel. Sockbook DMs. You're right. Sockbook DMs. PP pick included. Hardware store receipt. Sure, yeah. Hardware store receipt. That's a lot of wood. Fingertips? Fingertips. What the fuck? I guess we're doing murder. Oh my god. Spending on anything. Just make it, yeah, just like, make it whatever. Like, you know, don't make it like burbadurfadurf. Like, make it like, you know, make sense for words. But yeah, we're just making a deck of like a ton of cards. Sockbook DMs. Did I miss one above Sockbook DMs? A furry suit. Furry suit. What's that smell? All that howling. Howling noises. What is that? Horrible sound. Oh my god. Bloody knife. You're right. Yeah, bloody knife. That's not jam. Grinder profile. Nice sock, bro. UPS. UPS man. Testimony. Gummies. Twins for twinks.com message. I don't even know. I don't think that's gonna fit. Nipple pasties. I'm gonna put nipple pastries. Taste Stargatey. Chalky milk. Perfect. Yes, chalky milk. Voosh sip. Phantom photo. That is so funny. Yes. Phantom photo. It's there. I promise. That's so funny. That's actually so funny. A photo of a fucking fan. That is amazing. Soccer. Oh, right. Was it just Soccer's? The one on the jersey, right? Soccer season tickets. They were there during the crime. Yummy, yummy bussy one. Yeah. Oh, you're right. You're right. Yummy, yummy bussy. What even is this? We don't even know yummy, yummy bussy. In a photo. Anyone else? Did I miss any good ones? I'm trying to. You can add like stream jokes. A sticky sock. Oh God, sticky. Is this a body then? We're technically we're presenting a body. We're presenting a body right now. That poor bastard. that's some necrophilia shit. The milkman, crunchy towel. Crunchy towel, that's not glue, ma'am. Monday come day. Monday come day. Not a receipt, ticket. Ticket. Unsanctioned event. Lube, you're right. We should just have some lube just cause. Lube. What that sock doing? Paper bag. I would not make you wear it for it. Okay, yeah. Paper bag. I would not make you wear it for a hate. Fuck. Honey packets? Sure, why not? Why not? It could be gross. Honey packets. Sweet or sinister. Bumperflies. We have orange bumperflies in there. A fake eyelash, sure. Fake eyelash. Blink blonk. Barber pole, yes. Barber pole. Any hole is a goal. And the supply of bloopies. Bloopies, yeah. Oops, all bloopies. I didn't need items anyway. Whipped cream and chocolate sauce. Together or no, we'll do two different ones. Whipped cream. Deliciously sinister. And chocolate sauce. The container is suspiciously empty. Aspirin on an ironing board! Aspirin. Wait, how do you spell it? Aspirin on an ironing board. Oh, fool. Okay, hang on. Phil and Lil branded. Fool. This card does nothing. Wait, we'll do Smega, not Smegma. Smega! Popular video game producer. Apple flavored milkshake. Oh, fuck, I miss those. Apple flavored milkshake. That's literally the best part. Sugma. I barely even know ma. Hot dog in a hallway. Hot dog in a hallway. There used to be a soda can here. Tub of Advance. GG. Code Voosh at checkout. Censored balls. That's the best part. Wrong ghost guesses. My wrong ghost guesses. My wrong ghost guesses. My wrong. Oh, that's it. Sorry, I'm missing some. I'm trying to go back up for some. Did I miss any? Cling film across a toilet seat. That's very specific, but yes. Cling film on a toilet seat. Prank or murder. No one gives you these cards. They're for me. They're not for them. They're for me. Oh my God. Misplaced. Or wait. Vacation time without telling anyone. Oh shit, without telling. Wait. This is just gonna be for Cam. Vacation time. A code was redeemed, and then radio silence for a week. Did I do the one boob one? The picture of one boob? I don't know if I did. I saw it. Okay, wait, let's get the picture. Picture of one boob. Show boob. Earring from the ocean. Is this a Titanic reference? Or no? Is this not her? No, this is different. I don't know earring from the ocean. Wait, I'm not gonna do it because I don't know it. Quebec tax returns. Honk, 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 honk. Hawaiian breeze! Oh, wait. Hawaiian breeze. Hang loose. The Swanson's testimony. They were there to commit murder, but saw much worse. Stargate nipples. I put Stargates into the picture of the boob, I think. Where is it? Where is it? Picture of one. No, that was show boob. I remember typing in Stargates. Oh, nipple pastries. Taste Stargatey. Yeah, Stargatey. Thong worn backwards. Well, we're not gonna be able to prove that was worn backwards, though. Is there any like stream references I need in here? At least 20 valid cards. Are you kidding me? I have 50 cards in here, bro. What do you mean? Tomato and potato. Tomato and potato. A relic of times past. Hot Krampus. Hot Krampus. Who wouldn't fall for his lies? What does valid card mean? I don't know. It's saving it, so I don't know. I don't know why it's. Oh! I put a new. Okay, I see it. I see it. Cloaca Pix. The powerhouse of the genitals. Right in front of my salad. Is there more? It's still saying there's like something not valid, but they're all valid now. Jar of turtle dicks, jar of pickles. We'll call them pickles. Jar of pickles. You jimboed my turtle dicks. Yeah, I don't know why it's saying something's wrong. $20 each custom deck. No, it says minimum of 20. Yeah, so that. Oh, you know what? Wait, did that disappear? Wait. Keys. Yeah, okay, that message goes away, so it's fine. I think the save thing is just saying you did not save. You know what I mean? Keys. These clearly go to the thing in the stuff for the crime. Think of something that was like in the base deck that we might want. You know what I mean? Just because like we have a lot of funny ones, but also like we want to have the chance to get good ones too. Like we got the videotape, the video recordings. Was there anything in the base deck that was like, oh yeah, that's like got him. Yeah, the CC video recording, we got that. Was there anything else? Oh, there goes the fucking honka. We got the DMs. Bank statements. That would be great. Yeah, bank statements. We need more like statements. Bank statements. This looks sussy baka. Katana. I know the katana, the weapon. Large knife. We dusted for prints. We have orange bumberflies in there. Walked through salt. Walked through salt. I see feeties. And six fingered handprint. Okay. Can't fool me. Personal diary. Ooh, a personal diary would be a good one. Oops, I'm in the wrong. Personal diary. Obtained from client's mother. Ooh, a blacklight evidence. We looked on the bed. We looked on the bed. Bussy blur. Okay, I will get you. Personal diary affidavit. You're right. So like scene of the crime. This would be like scene of the crime testimony. We'll just call it an affidavit. Hair on the scene. The results are in. You are the father. Scratch. Ooh, scratches on my client. What the McFuck did you do, you sick sock? I do still need many a point for my partner plus. Cell phone GPS? Ooh. You pinged the tower, right? We have the tower data. Because what if we're the defense? Just random ass drool. Drool. Ew. Ew. Lipstick on clothing. Remember, we're only gonna get 10 of these, but I like that we're gonna have like so many to choose from. Lipstick on clothing. The same brand worn by. Timesheet for working behind the Wendy's. So we'll call it the timesheet. Work log from behind the Wendy's. Love letters. Love letters. Stalking or beautiful? You decide. Cigarette butts. Nail littering too. Disgusting. Used condom. Blood on clothing. Blood on clothing. Blood on clothes. Interesting. You've got hunty. Okay. Debts. Ooh. Ooh. Overdue bills. Proof of debts. Salary cut. Oh, I did like the salary cut. Proof of living wage reduction. Questionable spending. These are some interesting purchases. Receipts. Do we have receipts in here already? I think we have receipts in there. Ooh, I think. Yeah, we have a lot of cards. So you pull 10 at random at the beginning of the case, and that's all you get. So I want a bunch. Suspicious receipt. I think we have at least. We could have a different kind. You know, yeah, suspicious. Why not? Suspicious receipts. Why not? Because we're not going to pull all of them. Did you really need rope and a ball gag at the same store? A private number. Oh, private number. We traced the call. Oh my God, TikTok video. That's so funny. I love that because that's so this year. Yes. TikTok video. Why is he retelling the crime online? That's so funny because that would happen. Funky music. Let's add it. Funky music. Not evidence. Just why does he listen to this? What like is this shit? Journalists Socknal pics. Why does your defendant have war plans. We have, I think we have Sockbook DMs. Twitch VOD, Twitch stream VOD. He couldn't have been there. He was streaming. Bussy full of beans. What that bussy doing, brother? Stitch stream. Twitch TV stream. VOD. Thank you, Peach. So many more cards. I love. We got a lot of cards. We got a lot of good ones. Let's save in case we like crash or something. Oh my god. Oh my god. First ever Wendy's. I think I hear screaming from down the street. Oh fuck. Perfect. Love her. Oh my god. Pineapple Puppies is beautiful. I'm trying to think of like really like, let's do like a library card, like stuff, simple stuff too. Like keeps log of entry and exit of facility. Yeah, I don't think we have laptop as evidence. Laptop with a busted screen. Hard drive was recoverable. A wig. Wig. Wig, 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 wig. Perfect. Wig. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Magazine with sticky pages. You can't open half the pages. Yeah, used coffee cup would be a good like catch-all instead of just the tea one. Used coffee cup. DNA. And some TNA. Unlocked gun case. Gun case. Something's missing. Wrap it up. Oh, but we're having so much fun. Okay, save. Wait, I'm just gonna join you off your Steam because the code didn't work.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Mom, Derb better be home.
I sended the code to Derb.
Is Derb coming?
Yeah.
Yeah. You pick your deck on the screen?
Just keep
Oh, you're
clicking
right.
random.
We're...
Oh, you can change your outfit in here.
Oh no! Does it only choose one person's deck? You can't have your own personal deck?
I was hoping we can combine them, but yeah, I don't think so.
Oh
That's
It
okay.
chooses one deck?
Ew, I just made like 80 different cards, man.
Wait, hold on. I don't even see your guys' decks in here.
Oh, I'm
I
upset.
just see all the proof. Is that JoJo's?
That's my deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, why do we not get to each choose our own decks?
I literally just made like 80 cards, man.
I was,
I mean,
I
80?
was
I
gonna
made
say, if
40.
only you could just transfer them over.
Yeah,
I
what
didn't
the
make
fuck?
any.
It's okay. You don't know what you're doing yet, so.
I don't.
Derb.
Why is it like that? Yeah, well, we'll just take turns. We'll use my deck first, and then we'll have Voosh host a lobby, and then we'll have Sailor host a lobby.
I don't want to host a lobby because I don't have that many cards.
I made a lot of cards, but a
Cards.
lot of them were like personal. So now, like, you guys are gonna be like, what the fuck? Why do I have a UPS man?
It's so
How do I
weird,
use the
like,
UPS man?
First negative thing I'm saying about this game, I don't like that system. Each
No, we should
person
all
should
get
be
our
able
own
to use
cards.
Their own decks that they made.
Yeah. Devs, you need to
doesn't
change
make
that
any sense at
pronto.
all.
Everybody should be able to submit a deck. That'd be crazy because then there'd be so many possibilities. It'd be fun.
Yeah. Like, what if I want to make like a defense deck and a prosecutor deck, and then I can't even use either of them because I'm not the
that's literally
host?
That's literally what
Or
I
at
was
least
doing,
give
and I was
the
like, I'm not gonna have
host-
time, so I just changed it so where all of the cards could work both ways. That's what I did. I went back.
Maybe
through
they
and
should
did
give the
that.
host the option to choose. Like, they should be able to see, oh, everybody has these custom decks, and maybe then they can just choose which ones they want to use. If that
I
makes
just
sense,
feel like
you know?
the prosecutor and the defense should just be able to choose their deck. It's weird.
Yeah,
That's
like when
weird.
you load in, you should be able to see your deck right there. Like when you open your book, you should just be like, which deck?
Yeah, that's
don't know.
upsetting. Devs, you need
It's
to
a
change
really weird
that like
system. I don't
now.
like that. Where am I? I don't want to be.
Well, I mean, the
Derb.
dev was in
Derb,
your
you have to
chat.
choose a
Maybe
role.
they'll take,
What?
you know, take that feedback.
Yeah. Do you want to be a witness first, Derb, and just try it out, or do you
Want to be the
Why
journalist?
doesn't Derb be the judge because he has never done judge and he doesn't have any cards?
Well, I was gonna say
Well, it's your
maybe
cards.
someone should try journalists. I want to try journalists.
Yeah, you can do journalists, and okay, I'll be defense.
I want to see what you do for the journalists, and Derb can be the judge.
Okay.
Let's click
I don't
on
know how to
judge.
be a judge.
No, it's real easy.
Unknown
We
the
also didn't
judge.
know. We've only done this like once or twice, so.
Sustained.
Yeah, this is all just silly.
Guys,
Okay.
I leave work for an hour, and there's so much work drama. I can't.
What?
They're
Why
blowing
is
me
there
up
so much
right
work?
now. I don't know.
Well, tell them you're not at fucking work to shut the fuck up.
I'm just gonna fire them.
All right.
All right.
Ooh, we're in a different courtroom.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, I got a little typewriter and a magnifying glass.
Oh, that's so cool.
I could draw pictures.
We can
Yeah, that would
upload
be
a
cool if
phase,
it was like,
but
it uses the host deck, but then each person could add like 20 cards into the pool or something if they're choosing from their deck. That would be a really cool system. I just think it's so silly that it only uses like the deck of whoever hosts, because whoever's gonna host is usually just the person with the best internet connection, not who has the best deck of cards.
It would be cool if we can all submit
If-
a deck
if-
that we
if-
would want to
Yeah,
use.
like you guys submit decks and then the host could choose between them. That would be good too.
Silence in
Target.
my courtroom.
Okay, Derb, let me tell you how the judge works. So when you're holding the gavel, you can scroll wheel to change what the gavel does. So right now, you're waiting.
Straight to jail.
Right
Actually,
now,
no, we're
just
gonna call
waiting
it
for Voosh.
Sark-
So Voosh is
Sockmart.
creating the charges and the name of the defendant.
Okay.
I can't believe that my last client was found innocent, even though Sailor named him John Guilty. Gina Jingles.
Do I read
Not
this?
very convincing. But it's
Question:
okay.
Is it Gina or Gina? Just for the court.
she's European. It's China.
Gina.
China.
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 Got it.
China. That sounds like China. I can't.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, what do I do?
China's her father's name. Just
you're
call her
judge.
Miss
Just be a judge.
Tingles.
So,
Miss Tingles.
if you change it to where you give us like speaking time or evidence time rather, then you just click on the gavel thing that's nearest to us to light up our little things. And then we can submit
Wait, what?
evidence. And
Peach,
then you
I'm so
decide
glad
if
you
that
got a
evidence is
fucking- that's-
accepted into
that's
evidence or not. And if
amazing.
it's not, then you hit what is it, tab? Yeah, tab, and you can
Congratulations.
put an X over it. And then if you want to submit it as evidence, if you believe in it, then you just leave it.
You said the eyeball?
Those things on your desk, the blue and the red things.
Yeah, that's the eyeball one, right?
I don't know what's on them. I just know they're blue and red.
Oh wait, bring the called witness to the. No, that's not right.
No. So scroll wheel again.
What? Allow.
She
Now-
also did a censor
Alright,
the
Now
balls.
when you
That's so
bash them,
funny.
it should allow us to submit evidence. So we usually start with opening arguments. So you would want to start with the prosecution because I don't even know what my witness is or what my client is being accused of.
Mr. Prosecutor, sir,
Yes.
what are the charges you're bringing in front of this court?
Oh my god, thank you for asking. That was such a very
No problem.
sexy question you asked me. Members of this court, Miss Tingles has been accused of walking into Sockmart. She walked straight to the personal vibration section. And, according to all things we will be providing today, walked out with a purse full of Hitachi wands. Miss Tingles will be proven to be a serial stealer. She will be, she will be without a doubt proven guilty of tickling that roast beef today. Thank you so much. I cede my time.
Guilty. Can I do
Also,
that?
Derb, 1 through 0 on your keyboard is emotes, just in case you're curious.
Perfect.
You can also, what is it, Q? No, E. If you hold E, you can see them.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Okay. Wait. I forgot what's next.
The defendant must, they must.
Defendant. Attorney.
Yes.
Jojo says, Bree, do you have a must?
One moment.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, my client is not guilty of stealing a Hitachi wand from Sockmart, as there is no DNA evidence that the Hitachi wand has gone anywhere near their roast beef. I also have very alarming proof that they were nowhere near that store. So, yes, I will prove otherwise today, and I will prove that the prosecution is lying to frame my client.
Wrong.
Just, well, that settles it. Hold on. I'm trying
If
to
you
browse.
could smack
My
that
first time as a
Gavi
judge.
and bring me
No,
over
you're
the
good.
button so I can prevent my
Our
first
time was messy.
evidence.
We were just like,
Yeah, our first
Yeah.
time was very messy.
yeah, we were just like, how do we do anything?
Do you have a witness you'd like to call to the stand?
I do not, but I have some evidence that I would like to call to your attention to get this very quick, might I add, case to a close.
Okay, it better be quick.
Oh, it's gonna be quick. I need it
That
now,
was
not
JoJo that
JoJo.
you-
I need can
Yeah,
send
the
it.
red
Send.
one's
Thank
for
you so
Booster.
much.
You both can
Appreciate
go
it.
if you want. I don't care.
No, we have to go one
We
at a
have to-
time. That's
You
how
have
this
to
is.
give
This
us
is
the
the
green one,
judge.
or we can't click on our notebook.
Bringing first to the attention of the court, I have fingerprints. They are without a doubt, indubitably, Miss Gina's Tinkles. They were found at Sockmart on the label below the Hitachi wands. And not only that, once the box for the Hitachi wand of stolen properties was recovered, her fingerprints were all over those giblets.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you have a defense to this statement?
One moment. Yes. I would like to submit into evidence. I need the dinghy. Can you ding me? Yeah. I would like to submit into evidence my client's Life 360 app activity that proves their whereabouts at the time of the crime. And you can see from this activity that they went absolutely nowhere near the Hitachi store from Sockmart. Or Sockmart. I forgot the name of the store. They went nowhere near it. And so I feel like that's pretty damning proof right there.
I see. Okay.
Prosecution has some actually unhinged evidence right now. You guys aren't ready. Please send me the dinghy. Thank you so much. Well, interesting that you say that their whatever activity was activating. You want to know why it was nowhere near the store? I have a two-pronged evidence attack that is going to end this entire investigation. Firstly, I would like to bring this private investigator report to the court. This private investigator was following Miss Tingles for a while previously to this case due to her very, very promiscuous business practices. They were under investigation for fraudulent sexy sex. And on the day of this robbery, it was seen that Miss Tingles passed their smartwatch off to their mother for safekeeping. Now, what her mother did with that watch, well, Miss Tingles went to Sockmart, which the private investigator saw, is not up for me to decide. I don't want to know what she did. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh,
I was
hold
curious
on.
how this works.
Oh.
Breaking news.
What the fuck, Sailor? Objection! Where's the relevancy and the credibility of this evidence?
Journalistic integrity will not be denied in this courtroom.
Do you
That's so
have
funny.
prosecutor? Do you have a witness you'd like to bring to the stand?
Before the witness, sorry, I had one more. I think I had one more. Sorry. So, I would like to bring this plain manifest to the court's attention as well, as after Miss Tingles left that Sock Mart, she immediately got on a plane for Sock Vegas, where she was apprehended after the Sock Mart noted that she walked out with that Hitachi wand.
Objection, I have
And the box was found in Sock Vegas. Thank you so much.
Yes. What's the objection?
I need to submit some evidence to discredit that.
Okay.
The Hitachi wand in question was analyzed by my forensic specialists, and they did find tooth imprints on this Hitachi wand, which do not match my client. So I feel like my client is being framed. You can easily plant fingerprints, but you cannot easily plant teeth prints.
Okay. We do have this breaking news, though.
We do. We would like to, the prosecution would like to bring the breaking news to the court's attention, where when apprehended, she was confronted by famous journalist, might I remind you, Sailor Sugar Plum.
Zooter mistakes. They did not check the Kokiri forest, so my client didn't do it. I can't explain it. That's just how the cookie crumbles.
Okay.
They didn't have to go to the Kokiri shop because they were busy in Sock Mart stealing a Hitachi wand.
Well, her wallet was in the Kokiri shop, so if she didn't check it, that she could have gotten on the plane or paid for her ticket.
Well, if I could have the buzzer really quick. I would like to bring to the court's attention Miss Tingle's Google search history, in which she said, how do you steal Hitachi wands when you forget your wallet in the Kokiri shop? This was 5 minutes before she left the house the day of the crime, and thus proves that she was already aware that she did not have her wallet.
All right. Bring
this
it up.
this is a phone record. You can see that my client called the police 2 days before this event took place to report that her house had been broken into, and specifically her laptop had been Googled on. So this discredits the evidence that the prosecution just brought forth.
Actually, that is inadmissible evidence, as my private investigator can confirm that none of that happened. This is what I would like to call bullshitty witty, and it needs to be thrown out. That is not evidence. Thank you.
Bullshitty witty.
I also would like to bring into evidence that my prosecutor's what is it called? Private investigator has a fake ID, so their credibility is in the tank.
Okay. Prosecutor, you have a rebuttal?
That's not even the name of the private investigator. First of all, I would like to say that says John Bingham. It's actually Bing John Ham. So I don't know whose card this is, but it is not of my private investigator. I don't know what the defense is trying to pull out of their butthole right now, but this is clearly.
I am just trying to bring to light that the credibility of the private investigator is not exactly solid, not very a concrete foundation to start with.
Interesting.
So I don't think that the evidence this private investigator has brought forth can be held up in the court of law.
Interesting. Well, I do have one evidence that was brought forward by the police. Actually, if I could have the buzzer back.
Yeah. Yes, boss.
Thank you so much. I thought I would leave the frothiest evidence. Oh, for fuck's sakes, who are you? I would brought the.
Oh, wrong. Oh, my bad, guys. First time.
Well, when the police responded to the crime, they not only dusted for prints, but they also saw a very menacing shoe print right in front of the Hitachi wands. It seemed to have been vibrating. It was a little smudged at the time. For some reason, the shoe print had been vibrating, which could only mean that this probable cause of the Hitachi wand being stolen was through the vagina. Miss Tingle's footprint was shown to be the exact same on her shoe as the one that was vibing in front of the Hitachi wand display by the police.
Just because my client appreciates the internal pleasure of a Hitachi wand does not mean that the one stolen in question was stolen by her, or that it is the same wand entirely.
The sock print in general was found right in front of the Hitachi display, and it was proven to have been at least vibrating at the same frequency as a Hitachi wand at the time that it was placed in front of the display at Sockmart.
They all vibrate at the same frequency. These specific Hitachi wand models do not have a motor function that is changeable.
That's fine, but also I found the sock print. The police found the sock print. It's there. It's there. And as you know, as is in life, each sock has its own sock print. You cannot manufacture a sock print. It's like a butthole. They all have a different amount of wrinkles. That was Miss Tingle's sock print. Thank you so much.
I hate my job. You guys have anything else? Any witnesses?
I think I have proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that my client, 1, was nowhere near the store at the time of the crime, 2, was being set up by the tooth imprints, 3, didn't have her wallet because it was in the Kokiri shop, and we all know Cameron didn't go get it, 4, her phone records show that she made a police report, and her personal laptop in her house was Googled on, and his private investigator has a fake ID, so their credibility is completely shot. I think the prosecution has so many holes in their story, they might as well be a dirty old sock themselves.
I'd like to call my witness.
Oh, we got, okay, all right. Hey, reporter, write that down, what she said.
You got it.
Now,
Witness.
welcome. Thank you for being here, witness. This is Miss Tingle's mother. She's here to talk about. This is more like a character witness. She's here to talk about the character, Miss Tingle's. Fanny White, welcome in. I'm going to need you to tell us a bit about your daughter's criminal background and what happened on that day in question when she gave you that watch and you started slorking that jorp to get the activity on her Fitbit. Let's start with that really quick. Well, you see, on the day in question, I was apprehended by my daughter, and she told me to take care of her watch for her because she was going to go on a night trip to Los Socmas. And but first, she told me she was going to stop by to pick up a few things after she went to Shock Mart, and I had decided to take a nap. And when I woke up, my teeth were missing. I always fall asleep with my teeth in my mouth so that my mouth doesn't absolutely collapse into my face and I turn into a black hole in which no one can escape. So to keep my lips out, I always sleep with my teeth in. But when I woke up, my teeth were nowhere to be found, and I once found them right outside the bathroom on the floor, and it looked like they were chipped. And when I had them analyzed with the help of the police, they told me that there was some Hitachi rubber on my dentures, and they did not have an explanation for why there would be Hitachi rubber on my dentures. Yeah, and this would not be the first time that my daughter's been in trouble with the law. She loves to steal a lot of things she can fit up her vagina. This would not be the first time. She's a very big fan of pickles. She has a jar of pickles that she in her fridge. And honestly, she didn't pay for those.
Like to question the witness, Your Honor.
Overruled.
I think the witness is still speaking.
No, yeah, I'm done. Overruled.
You can't overrule me.
Okay, objection. Overruled.
Would you like to question the same witness?
Yes, I just have a question for.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't believe we were told the name. Gina's mother.
Fanny White.
Fanny White. Okay, let me write that down. Yes, Mrs. White. No one is saying that your daughter doesn't love things in her vagina. However, the article in question has nothing to do with her love of pickles or other things in her vagina. This specific item is only questionable that it was stolen, and we have substantial proof that it was not stolen by her, in fact. So unless you have any evidence for that specifically, I think we can dismiss it.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. I believe you were McFucking asleep when I said that my teeth were found outside the bathroom with Hitachi rubber on them.
The teeth that we matched on the imprints of this did not match your dentures.
I don't believe you ever saw my dentures, Judge. Badgering the witness.
Overruled.
What the fuck?
Are you done talking to this witness?
I think I rest my case. I think I have.
Well, I'm gonna go rest my zombie bones in the grave, knowing that my daughter is a filthy stealer, and if you let her out again, she will steal the rubber again.
Sorry.
So chat gets to vote. Derb, they get to vote guilty or not guilty, but you.
But you don't
ultimately
care
get
what
the
they
final
say.
vote.
Yeah, you have to follow your
You
heart.
can choose to honor chat, or you cannot.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Does defense have a witness?
Let me look. Yes, I have a witness. I don't know how to call a witness, though.
What's
That
their
kind of in the book.
name?
I think you have to have the
Oh.
green light, and then I think it lets you click on
Oh.
them. I think,
Okay.
They just pop up when I
or that,
hit it.
yeah, or you could do that.
Oh, did you do it? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Derb
yes.
can do
Okay,
it
this
whenever
is
he
my
wants,
witness.
but I think you can also request it.
This is my
Oh.
witness. His name is Julius Caesar. Mr. Caesar, will you please tell first of all, Julius Caesar is actually a forensic scientist. That was the one that took the tooth imprints from our device and has submitted the report that is on your desk, Judge. Mr. Caesar, can you please tell me what you found in your preliminary reports?
Yes, I'm so glad that you asked. the tooth prints that were removed and that we took from the Hitachi wand actually showed that
This
the
man is
person who
homeless.
left this tooth print probably only had 2 teeth in their mouth, and they were only the canines. So we actually think that this person might have been a vampire. However, vampires don't have blood, so it's impossible to really prove, as they don't really have DNA. But the tooth prints did not match anyone with a normal mouth.
We cannot submit to evidence literally no DNA. I'm sorry. This is a courtroom,
The tooth
not
prints, it's
Judge
the
Judy.
DNA, it's the tooth print.
Judge,
evidence
I would like to
things.
bring to your attention that this is clearly just a homeless man in a fucking paper bag.
Well, with all due respect, prosecutor, we're not all fortunate enough to be able to afford this economy, okay?
He literally supposedly has one of the most high-paying jobs. He makes
Which is
evidence
Objection.
DNA
Badgering the
error.
witness. The prosecution is badgering my client not only on his credibility but his appearance, and I think that that is abhorrent.
Objection. The courtroom literally smells like
prosecutor.
garbage in the last 3 minutes since he came in here. He literally, you can see him
Why don't you
stinking.
just plug your sock nose and get over it.
do not make a mockery of my courtroom.
Sorry, let me just freshen up the air really quick. That's better.
You're lucky we can't afford a bailiff.
Well, I mean, you could hire this guy because he just clearly doesn't have a job.
Do you want me to find you in contempt?
I would like you to find a credible witness because this man does not do it. Show me your credentials.
His
It's not my
credentials
job.
are literally right there for you, Your Honor.
Is it the fake ID in evidence?
No, the fake ID and evidence is your private investigators.
Well, it's the only one that I see in the evidence is fake ID, so I'm assuming that's his fake ID.
The judge has it.
Looks fake to me.
Same. Also, literally, I smell rotting onions. Judge, please.
Are you done questioning your witness, defense?
Yes.
Okay. Does prosecution have a rebuttal?
Sorry. Oh, sorry, my throat's closing. No, I would like him to be escorted out so that we can return to a fair and mildly entertaining trial.
Okay, you're free to go, Julius. All right. This is my first day on the job. You guys got anything else? Either side.
Well, I don't think I need to show anything else. The fingerprints were there. You cannot fake these fingerprints. No one's faking fingerprints. I literally not only have the fingerprints at the scenes of crime, I also have the imprints of the sock in question of Miss Gina right in front of the wands. We have our Google search history showing that she was looking to steal. Her grandmama, sorry, not her grandma, her mama was here, told us a damning story about her character. And also, we found evidence of the Hitachi wand on her dentures, which were taken from her while she was sleeping. We also have the plain manifest showing her going to Sock Vegas, and that is exactly where the box was found. I rest my case.
All right, defense, do you have a closing statement?
I have disproven at least 80% of what the prosecution has brought forward. The things that I didn't have direct evidence to prove against my forensic analysis that happened to smell bad, also disproved. Also, I don't think that the witness from the prosecution is a credible witness, as they are the defendant's mother. That is a direct violation, and witness statements don't usually mean anything anyway unless they are of scientific relevancy.
No, debatable.
Wrong. Yeah, thank you.
It just depends. It depends. It's a mother.
depends.
Breaking news.
Their mother.
Breaking news. I can't draw. So I just wrote it. We should start totally just stop saying that.
We
Why
can stab
does Caesar
Caesar.
just get
I've already
stomped around
done.
like a
I've already
giant?
used him for what he needed. He can be stabbed.
Damn.
Okay. I didn't know I had a notepad. What the? Nobody.
Yeah, you can
Need an
write. I have a
assistant.
notepad too. I can also throw paper.
Also, as far as the fingerprints from my client being on the Hitachi wand, she buys these all the time, so it's very likely that she bought one and it was incorrect or didn't function and she returned it, and that is why her fingerprints were on the one that were stolen at the store.
Objection, you
This is
cannot
very likely.
return personal vibrators. That is a health code violation.
She has a friend that works at Sockmart and they allowed it to go back for her.
That's disgusting, Judge. We should throw her in the slammer for maximum life.
Was it used or just open?
No, it was not used. The battery pack did not work. It wouldn't charge, so she couldn't use it.
Okay. And then they resold it, even though it doesn't work?
They did resell it, well, but it was refurbished. It was refurbished.
That is disgusting. None of that is true. There is health codes in place in the 51st state of America, unlike the rest of the states. Thank you so much.
If you look in the phone records that I already submitted, you can also see where she calls the store, talks to her friend about bringing the item back, and then through the Life 360 app activity, you can see when she did in fact bring the
Life 360 activity was actually from her mother, because we have already proven that the watch was with her mother, who was here today.
Her mother sounds like she was planted to throw this trial, is what she sounds like.
Your witness seemed like he just came from behind the Wendy's.
All I'm saying is my witness was
The
a
first
scientific
ever
credibility,
Wendy's.
and he said that there were vampire teeth marks in the Hitachi wand, and no one here, including
I
my
would like to
client,
throw out
questioned that.
Julius Caesar's testimony based on he's insane. Judge, vampires?
We
Are we
literally
really
talking
bringing
socks.
Twilight in here?
We are literally talking socks, and the last trial had a talking dog. We don't get to make things up
The
here,
dog
okay?
was proven to be wearing a wire. He wasn't talking.
This just in. Chat says Gina. Oh, fuck.
Chat says
Hold
Gina's
on.
guilty. Derb's first day is stressful, and then there was a happy face that said Derb's trying his best. So I
That's
can't
true.
draw.
That's true.
I can only do stick figures. I'm sorry.
You did good. All right. And whose fake ID was this?
The private investigator that the prosecution brought forward, his ID, proving that he was a private
Well, you
investigator.
can do
proved to
more
be
than
fake.
3 headlines. It only shows 3.
Okay.
Actually, I did prove that ID is for someone named John Birmingham, and my private investigator's name is Bern Johningham. That is not his
If you're going
ID.
to make a fake ID, you wouldn't want to use your real name.
So I do have a question for the prosecution.
Yes. Yes, your sexiness.
When was the police called on scene
Objection,
for this
flirting.
robbery?
Yes, the police were called on scene, and they are the ones that found the sock print, actually. It was them that found that. As well as the fingerprints that were found at the scene of the crime. That was all police, yes.
Okay, so those were on scene.
That is correct. Same day.
They didn't call them a
yes.
week after.
No,
they found
sir.
out it was stolen.
No, sir. This all unraveled over a 12-hour period, starting on the day of the robbery, ending in Sock Vegas when she was apprehended.
Do you have a time when that happened? What time did you say? When did the police get there?
The police got there at 3 p.m.
Okay. All right. I need to talk to defense
Mhm.
when they get a moment.
I'm here. Sorry.
Okay. On this Life 360 activity, I'm having trouble seeing. Does it show what time she got to the store?
It does. If you click the drop down arrow, it has more detailed analytics of the date and time, and also you can see the driving report. You can see exactly how fast she was going, and you can see that she was a law-abiding citizen on the way to and from the store. But also you can see later that she was nowhere near that store at the time of the crime.
I thought I can send more, even though it said I only had 3, because I was going to send one that says, "Welcome, Raiders JoJo's hot, pass it on, give her your money." But it won't let me send it.
That's the worst part.
That is the worst part, because I was hoping it would pop up in front of her while she's talking to the Raiders. Breaking news, welcome, Raiders JoJo's hot,
Oh.
pass it on.
That's so funny.
It won't let me do it.
That's funny.
Okay, I think I have my judgment ready.
Stop. Objection, assault.
I will throw you out of this courtroom.
I'm sorry, I'm bored. I can't make any more reports.
Not you.
I'm the one throwing the paper. I'm the one throwing the paper.
Oh. Okay, carry on.
Thanks.
All right. Hold on. 1 second. Let me deliberate in my head.
Okay.
Okay, on the charge of theft of stealing a Hitachi wand from the sock market, I am gonna find Gina Tingles
Gina. Yeah, Gina.
Gina, yes.
guilty.
Oh,
Damned,
damn it.
damnable, yes.
What was it that
Damnable,
gave me
yes.
away?
It was
They just
the
have more solid evidence. not
ironclad
gonna lie.
evidence.
Yours could be manipulated.
Sometimes it's just ironclad. Sometimes it's you're mad.
Mhm.
And that
do
witness
you
really
wanna
did
host and
stink.
use your deck?
Yes, I want you guys to see the 80 cards.
Jesus Christ. All right, yeah.
Okay.
Mr.
I was
Payne,
gonna
look at
say,
that.
I know Boosh has a lot of cards in
stream.
there that are probably not going to be helpful, but I'm going to be defense and see how
They're
bad
all good. They're so good. You guys are going to have the time of your
I'm
life.
going to try because I'm not very convincing. I haven't technically won at all, right? I'm going to see how bad I do with Vush's hilarious stack of cards, but I'm going to go to the bathroom, so I'll BRB. I'm
Okay.
gonna ready up.
Derb has to step away for like 10 minutes. He's actually having like work drama he has to deal
Oh,
with.
for fuck's sakes. Okay. Do you want to be judge or prosecution?
I'll be judge.
Boom, 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 boom. All right, I have to make another crime, that means. All right, let's think.
Oh, you could have choose a different map. Sharon Barber. Sharon Barber is accused
Oh,
of
Sharon
taking the girl's
Barber.
sock aside. Sharon Barber.
Oh my god, we got the fingertips card. The first ever Wendy's! First ever Wendy's!
So far, the general consensus, Voosh, is that you smell like butt.
Objection. My chat left when we started playing this game, so I have no defense.
You have a lot of defense. Look in the chat.
It's all you in my chat. I only see your chat.
I see yours. You don't see mine.
No, I see like only JoJo's in my chat. Am I not seeing mine?
You're not seeing yours.
What the
For
fuck's
some reason it
wrong?
broke.
Yeah, I see a
Hold on,
lot
let
of
me turn it off on that
yours.
one.
What the fuck?
Let me turn it off.
Hi,
and back on.
Turin.
Can we get some chat spam from all accounts?
Hello? I see
Are you
Baz.
fucking joking?
Hi, Beck. Oh. I'm too
Jojo,
poor.
pass it on. Hello?
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe maybe my thing fucked up because like I
Incredibly, even
literally
today,
saw
people
like
actually
one
get to see
message
this
from
sort
my
of
chat.
thing, despite it being
Hi.
completely
Okay,
fucking
I guess I
horrible.
should.
4 or 5.
I guess my shit's busted. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Prosecution. What's going on?
Today in the year of our Lord, whatever day it is. I haven't seen a clock today. Haven't seen where the calendar go. Where's the calendar in here? We are here to discuss the downfall of Sharon Barber, who is not only a horrible, horrible human being in his personal life, but is a very damnable good sock-a-sider. This man has killed on the night of the year of our Lord, whatever today is. Earlier today, a body was found outside of Attorney Sailor Sugarplum's office, and Sharon Barber stood there and stared her straight in the eyes and said, I did it. It's me, I did it. There will be lots of evidence, but holy shit, this is a really bad criminal.
Objection, I call bullshit.
Overruled.
I also call bullshit. On what grounds?
His mom's smell.
Sustained.
Wow, crazy
I
that
don't
you
know
mentioned his mother.
I don't know the
Goodness.
mother. So.
We'll talk about that later. Not only do I think your claim is bullshit, but I
Sonia.
also think it's outrageous for you to believe that in America, a court of law would be able to commit someone of murder this fast if it had happened yesterday. You would not see a court of law for like 10 years minimum.
Actually, we're in the 51st state courtroom. They do stuff here
Well, if you use your
very quickly.
fucking eyes, I think you would see that we're not.
Mm.
Actually.
Actually, wow. Smells like maple syrup to me.
Do you have any evidence you would like to add? Oh, wait, should we
Yes.
start with the prosecution? We probably should start with prosecution.
Well, I still have evidence,
Prosecution?
but yes, I'll wait.
Yes.
Oh shit, what's happening?
What is your evidence that this person did this crime other than they said they did it? Which could mean anything?
Thank you. So, on the morning of the murder, which was literally today, we did see some, yeah. We were contacted, we weren't, sorry. I know I'm speaking for the state, but the police were contacted from the first ever Wendy's this morning as the night shift heard lots of screaming from down the street. They were on the phone at the time. The video, the sound clip is there on your desk if you want to listen to it, where the Wendy's employees were like, oh my God, I think someone got murdered. Yes, they got murdered. Running down the street right now. What is that? That man says his name is Sharon Barber. He's running down the street with a body, and he says he's going to an attorney right now. The police say, what the fuck? And the Wendy's employees were like, I know. What the fuck's going on, bro? And the police went to the first ever Wendy's. They took a right and a left from a very famous streamer's house who lives right down the street. And they followed the trail of blood all the way to Miss Sailor Sugarplum's office.
Order.
May I
I'm not
ask
famous.
the employee that may I ask the employee that supposedly saw the murder in question at Wendy's?
What do you want from them?
Who are they?
The entire night shift. They were all on the phone together, and they're like, whoa, what the fuck, bro? I hear screaming down the street. And the sound clip is on Miss JoJo's desk right now.
One moment.
Okay,
let me listen.
well, I would like to see a report of who was working because when it's my turn, I have evidence to prove that the people working that night in question, no one submitted a police report or talked to authorities.
Oh, actually, I have the affidavit right here. Actually, this is signed by the entire staff of the morning crew Wendy's as they were getting ready to...
I thought you said evening shift.
Well, we live in the
Do you have-
51st state, and they would do 12-hour shifts.
But do you have a name or names?
McDaniels and Burger Quink.
Okay. Judge, if I may, when it's my turn, I have evidence to prove that Bush is full of shit.
Okay. Affidavit. Okay. Yes. I'm just looking over this.
That's okay.
Signed by the police.
So you said McDaniels and
McDaniels and Burger Quink.
Quink?
That's correct.
Okay. McDaniels and Burger Quink. Okay, cool.
That was the night morning crew. They do 12-hour shifts.
So they just got off of work a few hours ago then?
Yes,
You know,
they are currently
last night.
sleeping because they work 12 hours, and if they don't go to sleep right away, they will never wake up for their next shift.
Okay.
Okay. I spelled that wrong. That's fine. Defense? whatever.
Okay,
You,
so he had his list of names, but if you look at this timesheet from behind the Wendy's, you can see that those names he listed were not working and not on the timesheet. So that's why I was questioning what names he had, because those people were not signed in, and no one would go to a Wendy's and say they're working
That's so funny.
and not actually be working and clocked in, because then that's free labor, and that's dumb.
Your Honor, if I could
yes.
have the floor, please.
Yes.
Unfortunately, they were unable to clock in because they are under a lot of stress. And literally, I would like to put into evidence their fucking fingertips, because their fingers fucking fell off and they could not sign in with the worksheets.
They don't have fingertips.
They
at
do
all?
not have fingertips.
Then
They
how
are
can they
stressed
work?
as fuck.
Then how can they work?
Well, they were sock puppets. They put the spatula in their mouth, and they deep dog it. They deep dog it. They flip the burgers with their mouth.
That seems unethical, but I'm not the Wendy's franchise owner, so I will leave that to the defense to take up after this trial is over. Defense, do you have anything else you would like to add? Any proof or?
Let me see. So he's saying that the people at the Wendy's that supposedly saw this murder happen this morning, afternoon, evening, whatever he said that they were working, but they couldn't officially clock in because they don't have fingertips.
Correct.
Then I would like to know how this tomato and potatoes were perfectly sliced. How can they do that without fingertips? Are you saying they can do that with their mouths?
That is actually processed by a third-party vendor who then delivers it to the first ever Wendy down the streets from Cameron.
Oh, so Cameron's the famous one that lives down the street. Okay. Interesting. I would also like to call a witness if I can.
Yes. Who's your witness?
So you were talking about my client's mother. Barber's mother, Mary Barber.
Oh, Mary Barber.
Talking some, as the kids say, talking some smack about their mother. But their poor mother actually I have evidence, and then they have a testimony, if I may.
Oh, a personal diary.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, and if you see
The
personal
fuck? It literally
diary
says from
obtained from the client's mother, who is
fuck?
right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Interesting.
we
I'll
all
let her
know
speak.
mothers
I'll
are
let her-
incredibly credible. It's been a
For
a
sure,
thing
for
in this
sure.
courtroom. Yes, very credible.
Moose
always
has shown
listen
in
to
the
the
past that he
mothers.
could be very credible, but we'll not get into detail. But but I brought in the diary because I believe that my child, Sean Barber, has been accused of murder, because in their diary, I try not to look and see, but I was really worried about my kid, because poor Sean Barber was terrified that someone was out to get them and that they were gonna end up arrested. And they told me that if anything happened to them, to make sure I look at the diary. And I looked anyways before they said that, because I was worried about my poor child. But in their diary, in their diary, actually it wasn't yesterday, it was a couple days ago, but they said in their diary they were worried that they felt like they were being followed and watched, and they were afraid that their I think it was I don't know what their pronouns are, but their partner, they broke up with their partner, and they were afraid that they were gonna be trying to get some revenge on them, and they thought they were gonna get murdered or maybe arrested. And I just, now seeing my poor baby in jail, I just don't want to see. I don't want to see, I want to see justice. I don't want to see them in jail for the rest of their life. I wanted some grandbabies.
Yeah.
And if you can look at the date on the diary. It was 2 days ago on the 20th, and they said that it happened last night.
That is correct.
It's been 24 hours.
What was your name, ma'am?
My name is I believe I said Mary Barber.
Oh, you believe you said. Okay, interesting.
Well, you know, I am getting older.
Interesting, yes. And I would like to cross-reference you in a second.
1 second.
It's okay. You can say whatever the hell you want, sweetheart. I know you're against the elderly. I saw what you did to that poor lady. That
saw
poor
nothing.
Gertrude. I saw down the.
Those
on the
eyes be
television.
closed.
Yes. Prosecution, would you like to cross-examine? Oh, fuck. Cross-examine.
Yes, I would like to bring to the
What are we
court's
doing?
attention. Interesting,
Wait,
Miss.
hold on. Do you need to give him the thing? Okay,
Yes,
I was
please.
like,
Thank you so
I was
much.
trying to figure out how to do that.
It's
Miss
okay.
Barber, it's interesting that you say that you're reading your child's diary because I have it on great authority that you actually are one of the top brothel runners in this entire city and that you do not have time or give a one flying fuck about Mr. Sharn Barber. I would like to bring into evidence
Order
this
in my
yummy
court.
yummy bussy. This is one of the yummy yummy bussies available at Miss Mary Barber's brothel.
What
Honey,
even
we might
is
have
yummy
some
yummy
yummy
bussy? What
bus-
is that?
What is it? Well, what even is a yummy yummy bussy without? I would
Yes.
also like to bring into evidence
Yes.
the used underwear that came off of this
Okay.
yummy yummy bussy has
Okay.
the brothel's branded coat of arms on it, which is kind of disgusting. I'm not going to go into details
Do
in
you
the court.
happen to have any proof that Mary
Judge?
Barber is the brothel owner?
Judge, may I speak?
Yes, one moment.
Am I out of evidence? Fuck. I do, but I can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, if you allow me to speak, Mr. Vush is correct that we do have a brothel with the yummy yummy bussy, and
What even is
I
it?
don't want to know how you retrieved that used underwear because unless you're a paid client, that's you're gonna fucking have to pay for that. But that has nothing to do with my defense of my son because just because we run a brothel, I mean, it has nothing to do with him being accused.
I would like to call my witness now because he actually works at that brothel.
Thing you have left to defend
That was the
yourself.
defense rep.
Sure
This
does.
client,
Yeah,
this witness.
go-
Okay.
I'll go sit down now.
And who is your witness?
This is Bussy Yummington. He works at the brothel in question run by Mary Barber. And he would like
I didn't realize
speak.
the doctor worked at the brothel. I'm just
Well,
saying.
it's a cosplay. They like some customers like it rough and they want to make sure that there's a sexy hot doctor there to patch them back up. Mr. Bussington, I believe moments ago while we were talking before this case, you painted me a picture of Mary Barber and how she does not give two shits about Mr. Sharn Barber. In fact, you're around her about all day since you live in this brothel and she barely steps foot outside. Why don't you paint a picture for this court about Mary Barber and her character for us, please? You see, Miss Mary Barber hired me about 7 years ago. I've been there day in and day out, and I have never seen that woman leave the confines of that brothel. She is addicted to yummy yummy pussy. She wants yummy yummy pussy 24/7, and she loves to see other clients enjoy yummy yummy pussy. Not once in 7 years have I ever come across her talking in goodwill about Sharn Barber. In fact, the last thing I heard her say before today was, God, I fucking hate that kid. I know for a fact after we were on that episode of Evil Lives Here, where I had to tell them about how he killed animals as a child, that he would be in a courtroom one day defending himself after he murdered someone near the first ever Wendy's. In fact, I believe I have that episode still on VHS, and I would love to give it to the court, but I'm out of fucking
Objection?
evidence.
Yes. Objection on
Why-
what grounds?
Why did you say that the doctor was talking to Sharn Barber about that when the murder literally happened last night? So are you saying that this?
Oh, I was talking to Mary
happened-
Barber. This was actually months ago. I'm just building a
I
character
know, so
reference.
months- But you said that they talked about me committing murder, or I'm sorry, not me, my client committing murder months ago when it happened last night.
Oh, because she was on an episode of Evil Lives Here where she had to discuss growing up with such a monster named Sharon Barber and the horrible things he used to do to animals. He is a horrible person. It proves that Mary Barber does not have a good relationship with her child. In fact, she hates that man. And the reason she's here is for that fat paycheck that the defense was paying her so that she could buy some more yummy bussies and unused underwear for her brothel.
Okay.
I think we've gotten a little off course here.
We have, because
character witness.
if you see Sugma, I barely even know Ma. We don't know her. We don't know this person.
That's interesting because he's been working there for
Yes.
7 years.
Okay, hold on. Your witness is brought in only to discredit Mary Barber, who is none other than the defendant's mother, who was also just used as a character witness instead of bringing actual substantial evidence. So your character witness discredited another character witness, and we still have the entire trial and evidence to go forward with. So you don't have anything else you can submit, unfortunately. The defense does have one slot if they would like to throw a kink into anything.
Yes. So you were saying that the entire morning shift that don't have fingertips
Correct.
witnessed the murder and them running away with the blood trail.
With the body, sorry. No, they said it's in the affidavit. He was running with the body to your office.
Did they see the murder happen? Did they see the stabbing?
They heard the screaming, and then they heard him going down the street going, oh my God, I did it. Holy shit. Holy fuck. I need an attorney.
Prove that they heard him saying that?
It's in the affidavit. They can't lie on those.
Eyewitness reports, so we take those into consideration as long as their credibility is
Well, then I would like to know
However,
why
they are a little
Voosh-
discredited as they don't have fingertips and were proven to have not been working. So
We know who does have
go over all
fingertips?
that.
They were working.
who
they just
does
couldn't
have
clock
fingertips
in. Because
Well,
they
no,
didn't
you
have
know who does
fingertips.
have fingertips? That was at the Wendy's. Voosh has fingertips.
I was never at the Wendy's.
Oh, you say that, but why do I have this
Oh boy.
questionable spending of you buying breakfast at the Wendy's?
Well,
Order.
interesting.
Baconators.
Interesting. They're
Prosecutors
actually
do have
morning
information.
baconators. They have eggs on them instead of beef.
They do, actually.
Yeah, and they're actually quite yummy. But if you look closer at the receipt, this is actually from the second ever Wendy's, not anywhere near Cameron's house.
No, actually, if you look at the receipt, it has the location on there, and it is the same location. That's why it's questionable spending, because you were there at the time of the murder.
I think the only thing that's questionable about this is why it looks like someone white erased the location and wrote it in with pencil.
No, it's perfectly printed.
Okay.
I think I'm done here. I think
We will see.
my
We will
evidence
see what
is
the jury
clear.
thinks.
I think my evidence is clear considering the timesheet that shows the people that my prosecutor said were working at the time were not even clocked in with the perfectly sliced tomatoes and potatoes.
From a third-party
and the
vendor.
questionable spending
Can
of
I
Voosh
just
being at
say,
that location.
completely out of character, when you pulled the fucking tomato and potato card, I fucking shit. I almost spit my fucking drink out.
When
I
he
was
said
like, what are
Wendy's,
the fucking
I
odds
shit.
that
When
this
he
troll
said
card
Wendy's,
Voosh put in here actually lined up against exactly what he was
Literally
fucking
the
saying.
fact that I had the first ever Wendy card and you had the other card that was like
When you said Wendy's,
the
I
timesheet
shit,
from
'cause
the
I was trying to
Wendy's.
think- When you
And then
said
potatoes and tomatoes.
Well, when you said Wendy's, I shit, because I was trying to think of where I was gonna go. And when you said Wendy's, I said, wait, I have the timesheet. And then when you said no fingertips, I was like, wait, I have potatoes and tomatoes. And I was like, oh my god!
Crazier is the timesheet says work log from behind the Wendy's. Like, you fucking dug your own grave here, Voosh.
I've never won one before, so this is pretty convincing, even if I don't win.
Okay,
And the
order.
questionable
We have
spending.
We have analyzed the questionable spending sheet, and it does appear that prosecution was lying, and that Wendy's was the first ever Wendy's. Our jury has found that factual. So, I have
Thanks,
to
chat.
say, I don't know what you were doing at that Wendy's in the morning, but I do know the Baconators in the morning are delicious. However, that doesn't excuse what the workers of the Wendy's were doing. Since they do not have fingertips, I don't know why they have a job at Wendy's, but also, regardless of if you have fingertips or not, you still have to clock in your job or you don't get paid.
Yeah, because who would work?
That is
I
how
wouldn't
everything
go
is
to
done,
work.
is that you clock.
They use their mouth.
Yes? Yeah. Oh, one sec. Nope, that's the wrong one. Nope, still the wrong one. Still the wrong one. Yes.
Wait, what?
What?
I'm confused.
Boosh?
I don't know what we're doing.
Hello?
She's trying her best.
What were you trying to say?
I don't know.
All I know is that your average food service worker would not work at an establishment if they were not getting paid. That's a waste of time. And I have not seen a fast food establishment that lets you clock in with your mouths. Everything is by fingerprint. And if they do not have fingerprints,
They're actually
I
equal
can see
opportunity
their
employers.
Okay,
speaking.
order,
I can
order,
see their
order.
employee just hoping that they can get away with it without paying them because this economy.
Okay. Defense? You may give your closing statement. You have 2
Okay.
minutes.
Like I said, between the timesheets, the perfectly sliced potatoes and tomatoes, the questionable spending, and even though you totally disregarded my witness, the personal diary, and not even knowing who the fuck your witness was, like I said, it's barely even Noma. It's very
7
obvious
years
that
work at
my
the brothel,
client
Your Honor.
was framed.
We already talked about this.
We already talked about this.
7 years
But
work at the brothel.
obviously my client was framed. They were framed. They just want to go back and work at that brothel and just live their life. And Voosh, obviously, it has now been exposed that Voosh is the partner of Sharn Barber, or the ex-partner, I should say. And they're the ones that are
Disgusting.
trying to get revenge.
If you are
As if
done,
you
you may hit
acted-
your bell.
Okay. As if you acted like you didn't know who Sharn Barber was. You've been staring at them across this courtroom the entire time, hoping that they get sent to prison as your revenge for them breaking up with you.
Final statement for me, please.
Yes.
I heard some interesting things in these. Yes, this is great. Thank you. I heard some interesting things in these closing arguments from the defense. One of them being how Miss Mary Barber doesn't know my witness when moments prior, she literally didn't know her McFucking name. She herself said she's McFucking old and doesn't know anything. I'm not mean to the elderly. I'm factual to the facts. The facts being the first ever Wendy crew saw Sharn Barber with a body. He took it right to McFucking Sailor's office. There is evidence. Where's the evidence? Evidence! There it is.
Evidence is up here.
There's an affidavit from the first ever Wendy's. We heard from the Yummy Yummy Bussy and their used underwear proving that they do work there, even though Mary Barber doesn't know him.
That has
She
nothing to do
needs
with
to
my
go get a fucking cranium checkium because she knows that man.
Nothing to do with
She
my client.
is incredible. And that man, incredible.
Mary Barber has nothing to do
Then why was she here?
with that.
Why was she
Because she
here?
brought the personal diary.
The diary
personal
that
diary.
could have been handed to her 5 minutes ago and she wouldn't even know where it came from. In fact, if you go out of this courtroom right now, she's trying to buy Wendy's from the vending machine because she doesn't even know where the fuck she is. I rest my case. On mistrial.
Even if that evidence, even if that evidence was not, if you don't think that evidence was valid, it still doesn't explain your questionable spending at the Wendy's and the timesheets where the people that say that worked there were not even clocked in.
Okay, order. Closing arguments.
Yeah, no fingertips.
Shouldn't actually be arguments. There's a one-sided. Okay, I pretty much knew what I thought before closing arguments, and this pretty much just put the cherry on top of the icing on top of the cake that the small stripper is in. The defendant, I find, Sharon Barber, not guilty.
Disgusting behavior! You just let a monster out!
Voosh has the body in his trunk. In the back of it, by the way.
Oh my god.
If you open his trunk right now, there'll be a body, and he'll say that we threw it in there. Also,
You would have because
bro,
the body was
fucking
at
get
your
you,
door.
motherfucker. You're dead meat. You stole that underwear without paying for it.
Oh,
Can we read what it says? Sharon Barber was found innocent, declared innocent. They left the courthouse in the rain, slipped
didn't
on a
realize it said
manhole
something.
cover, took a spectacular fall. A tourist filmed it, and the footage ended up in a commercial for non-slip shoes.
that's incredible.
So I just admit to planting evidence? I don't think so. I just said that the body is in his trunk.